Hey, RetconRaider here, with special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Mathew Smith, Revenant, Alois, A Nerd in Warpaint, Dragon Matrix 7, Eerie V23, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, Kazorm, Nathan Welch Jr., RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Wildermyth, Season 2. It's about time. I don't think it's much of a secret that I absolutely love this game, and I have been looking for an excuse to come back to it for a while now. And now that we're between major projects, this seemed as good a time as any for a short palate cleanser. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you are already familiar with this game, so I'm not going to waste much time here. Though, if you're not, go check out Season 1, The Age of Ulstryx, on this same playlist. And I am eager to get into this, but just real quick, just like with Season 1, we're only doing one pre-made campaign, The Enduring War. It's a 5-chapter story, should run about 10 to 12 episodes, and it should be a fair bit more lethal than that first arc, because that arc was a tutorial, whereas this one's the real deal, and the enemies have 2 extra chapters to continue growing in strength. As for the heroes, I actually have a long-running waiting list at this point. If you'd like to submit a character, possibly get into one of the future chapters, because we're pretty much booked up for this one, just leave a comment down below listing your character's preferred name, class, any other character specifics, as well as whether or not you're comfortable having romance options enabled for that character, in which case they may enter random relationships with other romance-enabled characters. I'm disabling that by default just to avoid any unwanted awkwardness. So, it's opt-in only. By my reckoning, we should be seeing about 10 to 12 new heroes coming in throughout this campaign, and I'll be going for about a 60-40 split between brand new characters off the waiting list and pre-existing characters revisiting from the previous campaign. Oh, and just one more thing before we jump in. For those unfamiliar with Wildermyth, I should stress, this new story, although taking place in the Yondering Lands, is technically in like an alternate timeline or world from the first one. There are familiar themes, characters. Retcon and the original Raiders do exist in this world. They even had some of the same experiences, and they are respected adventurers. But they did not save the world from an invasion of aquatic abominations. That grand arc only took place in the first campaign. But some elements of it did still take place in this one, so you may see them occasionally pop up from time to time. That said, I have already wasted enough time in this intro, so let's get into this thing. Wildermyth, The Enduring War. A centuries-old war resurfaces, bringing with it questions of humanity, identity, and the price of ambition. A 5-chapter story with Morthagi as the main threat. Let's meet the first of our fragile new fellowship. Riliana, the goofish romantic. The plateau where Riliana grew up with her aunts was always hammered by winds that carried seeds from afar. Some of them grew into strange foreign trees, and some of them may have rooted in her chest. They say that a silver-tongued girl who looked a lot like her once tricked a mountain god out of his icy crown. Riliana never commented on the story. She sought friendships, lovers, and laughter on the long road through life. Wildheart, mysterious, and brash. I did go out of my way to make sure our starting characters had mostly different background traits. Valinrook, the bookish snark. Valin grew up with time on his hands, and hands on his books. Hero poems and redemption tales never interested him. He was always fascinated by accounts of cruel monarchs and journals of depraved geniuses. There were few things that could ever change his heart. And so he tended to see things the way they were, never making more or less of a problem than was there. Literary, dark heart, and distant. And Verlin Dane, the decisive poet. Berlin would recite tales for his friends of an exciting childhood among sprites and wasp charmers. No one could say whether the stories were true. Apparently, he got thrown in jail several times, small crimes here and there. He only seemed sorry to have been caught, and would later remember friends he'd made behind bars. Waking one day from a dream of a gray, riddling lynx who grinned and swatted clouds, he got an intense desire to wander. Weird, brash, and wanderlust. And with our roles thusly cast, our story begins. Disturbances. 1,000 years earlier. Dawn. The initial limbs were a success, and I am confident the premise is sound. The thoughts of that sickness taking you first is too much to bear. We can ride this out together. We can endure. Zerfar, you can't be serious. Click. There were things they told us of, things without souls, that walk in forgotten places, following orders from centuries ago. Don't linger in caves. Don't delve too deep. Could be more thoggy down there. Other legends, like the Lady of Screams, they were intriguing, beautiful even. But something like that... Huh. Nightjaw was always our go-to threat growing up. Now that was a monster. And things in the dark can be left unseen. Krark. Until suddenly... they can't. Run! Thump, crash. What the... what was that? We'll figure it out later. Clank, kazit, and crack. Are the onomatopoeias doing it for you? Should I just skip those? They may not bleed, but let's see if they can die. Liliana, grab whatever you can swing and come on. Oh, and as aforementioned, only characters who were submitted with romance enabled will actually engage in romance paths. In this case, Liliana and Valin both have, so we might as well take advantage of that particular bonus bond. Each type of bond comes with its own special events and bonuses. In the case of romance, you get Lover's Vengeance, where if either character is injured, the other one then gains a damage bonus against the foe who injured them. Very useful for our two main combat characters. He looks so gorgeous when he's urgent. Liliana? Right, more thoggy. Yeah, maybe save the burgeoning romance until after the immediate threat has passed. Let's see if we can get at them from multiple sides. And we are right into it. Spectic. Gears crick and knuckles crack. Its one grasping claw reaches and strains. Sommelier. Hissing tubes, a gulping pump. It teeters forward on spindly legs, trailing virulent vapors. 2 basic melee, 1 basic ranged. This is about as easy as it's going to get. Let's see. Our starting weapons are a club, a frying pan, and a bow. Which is a bit rough because both of our starting melee weapons have knockback. So we have to account for that if we're going to double team this guy. Now, Valin does not cause knockback, so let's have him go first. Nice, nice. Now, Valin. And that's one. We're off to a good start here. The other Spectic's too far to hit us, so the real concern here is where the range unit is hiding. And there he is. Ooh. Light hit on Liliana, but at this low a level, that still puts her within death range. We need to be very careful with her. We'll have her counterattack. Oh, shoot. No luck. Okay, we may have just killed her, but let's see if we can land these other two shots. Good, good. Lover's Vengeance, too. And Verlin will move to block. Yes, okay, we're good. Because Verlin was actively providing cover for Liliana, the range unit went for him instead. And now we bonk it to death. Yes, okay, thank you. Vicatory, the winner is us. We've got 3 abilities to choose from, and our first one is Blood Rage, which we're not going to take. I feel like I made it pretty clear that I'm not a fan of abilities that scale off of how injured you are. I prefer to plan around not being injured whenever possible. Sentinel, on the other hand, is a much more viable ability. A strong offense is very much a good offense in Wildermyth, whereas Battle Dance is just pure offense, and relies on you already being in position. I mean, that one can work in conjunction with other abilities, but I feel like as a starting character, our better bet is Sentinel. Valen becomes a Hunter, and while Through Shot and Piercing Shot are both fun, allowing for some wacky hijinks with shooting through multiple enemies, or piercing heavily armored targets, Valen did specifically ask me to make his character a stealthy one, which means Rogue is perfect for him. With that passive ability, every time he lands a killing blow, he'll automatically enter stealth. But again, if either of these other abilities pops up at a future level up, we might end up grabbing one or both of them. They could both work well with Rogue. And Verlin. He becomes our starting Mystic. His options are Spirit Blade, which passively buffs allies near objects he interfuses with, or mentally links with. That's a pretty solid one. I think we had that one on Retcon, back during Season 1. And then he also has Indignance as an option, which is actually one I do tend to favor. That's essentially the exact opposite. It creates a harmful, unblockable damage aura around Verlin himself. And then we've got Compulsion, which is an interesting one, but one that is very situational. I do like that one, but at this stage in the game, I think we're going to get the most mileage out of auto damage. The big caveat there is that getting up close and personal with enemies is always going to be risky, especially for a mage. So we'll want to stack some decent defensive items on him as quickly as possible. And speaking of items, looks like our first one's a damage-boosting pair of bracelets. Liliana's the only one who gets an immediate benefit from it, so I guess we will toss it to her. The sum of our parts. So, first order of business, we break these things down and hack up their parts. Second order, though. We can't very well go back to sweeping cobblestones after this. Not when destiny unrolls such a rug at our feet. Verlin's right. We have to rise to meet this. It'll be nice to spend more time together, too. With, you know, both of you. Good save. We'll hunt them. We'll find them. We'll dig these splinters out of the world. We'll need a company name. Something to remind us of who we are now, how we've changed on this day. I was thinking... What about the absurd story about those heroes who saved the world from drowning? What were they called again? The RetconRaiders? A ridiculous name, of course, but one steeped in myth and legend. Might get a bit awkward if we actually run into that retcon guy, though. I'm pretty sure he made that whole story up. Sure, I don't have any better ideas. A ringing endorsement. And here follow the tales of the RetconRaiders. Oh good, and right off the bat the Morthagi are immediately unlocking their Tier 2 range unit. That is less than ideal. We are not ready for those guys. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can actually do about it, so we'll just have to cope. Ah, but there's something we can do. We can bring in our 4th. Though, given that we already have Tier 2 units in the mix, let's go earn an extra legacy point or 2. Then we can immediately bring in a legacy character and give ourselves a slight edge. The trade-off here being, of course, that we're going into this first fight undermanned. Ashen Pass Keep. Houses in the heights. Roofs peak above the edges of the new cliffs where the old tower long has stood. The dull quiet tells a dreadful story. Alright, the question on everyone's mind. Which gives out first? My lungs or my legs? The view will be a nice thing. Sure. Why build this high anyway? Not like it saved them. You had to say that? Liliana doesn't quite listen. Her eyes comb the hillside. Until something catches them. Hey, Liliana. Anyone else hear that? Little bit in her own head, you think? What? Yeah, sorry, I'll be right back. Huh? But wait! Valin catches up to Liliana on a nearby ledge. Thought I spotted something. Guess you did. Dark. This opening leads into the hill, going further than they can see. Weak drafts wander in and out. A hidden hellhole, high up and humming with mystery. You two kissing on a ledge? Come down. There's noise along the path, which probably we should be together for. What's up there? Hellhole? Yeah, and you're saying we should go in? Goes back a ways. Smells weird. So I don't know. Are we into that? That feels mildly inappropriate, Valin. Said you heard noises up trail. The scripple-scrape of... maybe of moving stones. The envision thing is likely more magical than the reality. Well, we are adventurers, are we not? If there is a mysterious tunnel to explore, then explore it we shall. You can't find a tunnel, then not go in the tunnel, huh? Again, mildly inappropriate. The way winds and branches upward, forcing blind decisions. I'm sure you're finding this all very stimulating, darling? I am curious what the scale of these tunnels might be, and then how they were carved, who did it. Thump and scrumble. Valin, we're up here. What? Kazrat, I say. came in after us? Or they were crawling around the whole time. Who's making that clatter? It becomes clear they're caught in a bad spot. Up is the only direction that matters now. Crunch and crick-kazit. They squeeze on, increasing the pace, climbing where they can. And when an opening is finally spotted, Valin pushes through. Crash. Well, that's broken. Everything breaks someday. Their next move is decided for them. Haste and anticipation. Well, I can live with that combo. That works out just fine. Unless, of course, we're completely outnumbered. Let's see. Oh, that's not... well. Watchman. Ratcheting necks swing around as its armored body roves, keeping uncompromising vigilance. I was about to say that's not so bad, but that Watchman could be a game changer. We've also got a reinforcement square here, so at least one enemy will end up being right at our back. With that in mind, I'm thinking we pop out to the door, and if it's clear, we loop around to the south side of the building. It is emphatically not clear. Okay, new priority. We have to take this thing out as quickly as possible. Let's trim that armor. Not great, but it's something. Liliana moving up. Actually, let's have Valin go first. No. If we kill this thing, we want him to get the kill shot. Or not. Oh no. Oh no. This might be a very short campaign. Okay, we're not dead yet. Let's steal fire. Hey, okay, Watchman down. Now the Spectic. Valin moves to block. Bonk. Arrowed. And light damage on Verlin. Thank goodness he has that point of warding. That would have killed Liliana. And hug cover. Then hop the fire onto the sommelier. That thing might burn to death, but let's hedge our bets. And the bet did not pay off. Liliana will stay hunkered down. We cannot take chances with her. Oops. No, we still have cover from the wall. Okay. One sommelier in sight, another hidden from view. Let's go for the kill on number 1. We'll grab that tree, trim its armor. And Valen blocks and goes for the kill. Yes. Fantastic. Oh, thank goodness. And we're done. Slightly stressful, but we made it through. Also, Verlin and Valen are apparently now rivals. As I recall, that means that whenever one of them gets a hit or a crit, the other will get a bonus to the same, in an active effort to show them up. We got a Tiger Shard Cloak, plus accuracy. And we'll toss that to Verlin. I believe that does help with spell accuracy. And the Watchman becomes stronger. That is the last thing we needed. Seriously, I'm already scared of those things. They now have the ability to one-shot us. I am really hoping we find some armor very soon, because we definitely need it. Snakestone Bracelet, plus dodge. Valen, I guess. He's dodge-based. Now back to South Lizard. Let's go get our 4th. And this will be a legacy character. We need the boost. Hey, Sir Ghislaine. And his daughter Drakiith. It is very narratively appropriate for those two to be found together. But we're going to lean towards the characters who got less screen time in Season 1, so I guess that's Drakiith. Who comes with the Raider ability, which I'm not a huge fan of, but we'll make do. Welcome back, Drakiith. It's an honor to have you, Drakiith. We'll be heading out tomorrow. Meet me at the main road in the morning. The Retcon Raiders. So that's the title of this next chapter. Weird that they named their group after my dad's old friend. And Drakiith is in. Which gives us a 2-warrior front line that is slightly more secure. As for her starting ability, for those unfamiliar with it, Raider, which I think I mainly just took on her because it was thematically appropriate for one of the Raiders, basically lets her just use her free action, her swift action, to start a fire or destroy an adjacent object, injuring nearby enemies. It's not bad in theory, but it does kind of require stacking her potency to really get much use out of it, which classically is not something I do with my warrior types. But, we'll see how it goes. I certainly wouldn't mind having a character who can actually get some use out of it for once. Enemy draws. Let's cancel the welding. Slightly delay their entry. Canceling enemy upgrades is cheap in Act 1, so this is the best time to do it. Athousia Dreamloom. Light of day. And then the fox said, "It's been in the boot the whole time." Not so loud, you two. Heard there's more thoggy around here somewhere. Lighten up, Verlin. We'll hear their clanking way before they hear us. Why, I'll bet... Whoa! Are you okay, Liliana? Nothing injured but my pride. Oh, who are we kidding? I don't have... Never mind that. What did you fall on? Some sort of mound? Mound? A burial mound, maybe? You know, there's gotta be something exciting in here. Help me find an open... Uh-oh. Crack? Valin! Ah! Oof. Ah, I'm okay. Oh. Up above, Liliana and the others work to uncover the strange mound. Some sort of glass dome? I wonder what this place used to be. As more and more sunlight reaches the lower levels, machinery that has lain dormant for ages hums to life. Uh-oh. Boo, I call foul. We canceled the appearance of weldlings. The Spectic's fine. Guys? I'm not alone down here. Help! You know what? I am not confident in that skill check. So rather than leaping in with our squishiest character, I'm thinking we'll just throw rocks at them. Yeah, especially since Valin can just stealth and hide until we reach him. You all find another way in. I can pelt them with rocks from here. I'm a wizard. That rock looks like it'll do the trick. Bonk. Truly, the mightiest of magics. Well done, Valin. But 2 damage to every enemy. Well, we will certainly take that. That is quite a rock. Maybe it was magic. Wow. Okay. Oh my goodness. Damage amped Watchman. Once again, extreme caution is warranted. Which means, Valin, please immediately stealth yourself. Actually, go for the kill shot. And now we stealth. Fantastic. Well, hallway's clear. That means our remaining 3 enemies are all hiding in those side rooms. Speaking of which, another injured sommelier coming from the right. Now this one's got 4 health instead of 3, and 2 armor. The odds of doing enough damage to one-shot it with this garbage bow are almost non-existent. So we'll just have Valin hang back. And Verlin's back in. Ooh, also, let's have Drakiith swift action that table out of our way. Berlin moves up. Rilliana moves in. And now, it is much safer for Valen to take that long shot. Or not. I don't like those odds. Light ding on Rilliana. Let's go for the kill. Nice. We'll have to be careful with her. That ding did put her within one-shot range for the Watchman. Okay, well, I did not realize that thing could smash the door and attack in the same round. Thankfully, Drakiith is the only character in our group who is wearing armor. Otherwise, that would have been very painful. Moving up, we have to drop this thing quick. We'll trim armor first. And hammer time. Not actually sure this will be enough, but Drakiith can theoretically tank one more hit. Valen moves in for support. And let's bring Rilliana in there too. But we'll keep Drakiith actively blocking. This is riskier than I'd like, but it will boost Drakiith's defense. And it paid off. Thank goodness. Final enemies in the North Room. Miss. And kill. With our remaining two, rallying towards the North Door. That one will be a sommelier. I think. Nope, Spectate. That's fine, that actually makes this easier. Nice. Now it can't reach us in a single round, which means 2 rounds of range fire on it. He could not escape his looming fate. Tier 1 axe. Not exactly the most exciting find, but that is an upgrade in almost every way over this frying pan. Yeah, I think I can live with losing the knockback. Strange behavior. What are you doing with those wet sprockets? And are those teeth? Chewing stones, I call them. Oh, wait, me? Me? I'm doing the old, you know, the whatever it is. Black magic. That is mildly concerning, so yes, we should probably keep an eye on that. Though, having played this game a fair bit, I already know where it's going. And that's what he did. Keep an eye on him, that is. Oh, for goodness sake, come on. Please, no more stacking on the Watchman. Please. I'm begging you, Wildermyth. Have mercy. Okay, well, someone's gonna die. But we will forestall that as long as possible. Technically, every character does get a single mulligan on death, so we might manage. Elkhorn Sash plus accuracy. Let's toss that to... let's say Verlin again. We'll upgrade him to a staff when we get the chance. That'll give him a nice close-range bonk attack, which he can combine with his Aura of Indignance. That way he can move up, hurt someone with auto damage, then bonk them with knockback using his staff. I mean, his first impulse in that last event was to hit things with rocks. I feel like this is thematically appropriate. Oh, and I just realized we're not building defenses. We do need to remember that. We're not too far off from our first incursion, so we want to make sure that every province has at least tier 2 defenses. Though we do have a natural choke point leading into South Lizard, so I think we can get away with just Dreamloom for now. We'll get to the other two later. Fresh Oak Garden. A land arcanery. One false step. Here's a thought. Maybe a land arcanery isn't as dangerous as we believed. Crick. Oh. Valen, please stop falling in things. And there he goes. Huh? Where'd Valen? Down here. Valen's step has broken the hidden covering of a hunting pit, and he's fallen, scuffing and scraping, into a dark, rocky hole. Well, what happened? How far down are you? Oh, far enough. If you're craving your own set of busted knees and bruised ribs, hop on down. We're close to where those things were spotted. If this is a trap, might be risky to try and get him out. And no, Liliana wouldn't leave him behind. I'll climb in with him. We can help each other get back up. It doesn't take Liliana long at all. She climbs nimbly down and helps Valen back to the top. And not a moment too soon. Fortitude, +1 temp hit point. Which we are going to need because we have 2 Watchmen right on top of us. Oh my goodness. This can't... Oh, hey, Stone Spirit, nice. My initial assessment does not change, however. The Stone Spirit's nice, but this campaign is not pulling any punches. But at least we get a free stone bow out of this. Thanks for the exercise. I was feeling kind of doughy. Nice. Free upgrade. That bumps us up to a tier 1 bow with the stone effect. Whenever he lands a critical hit with this thing, he'll now shred and pin all enemies within 2 tiles of the impact point. Farewell, spirit, and welcome aboard. Now, let's try not to die. Which is easier said than done. Oh, wow, nice. Okay, that is a great start. First Watchman's down. Valin goes into stealth. We'll need Drakiith up front for tanking. But I think Verlin can one-shot the Spectic with Steel Fire. That works. And, actually, maybe double walling is better. That's the Spectic. You still up? Not exactly. Don't need Valinrook fussing over me, though. Who's fussing? Look at yourself. You're clearly done. And here's our one mulligan. Go on, get out of here. We'll take care of the rest. He is spared death, but he does suffer a stigma for the rest of this campaign. And if he drops again, that's it. He's done. Sorry, Verlin. I really should have pushed Drakiith all the way up. Don't hold it against me, alright? Deal. And there's a hit on Drakiith. Okay, let's be more cautious now. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. Valin finishes the Sommelier. That'll re-stealth him. And then we'll have Drakiith move all the way up. And Drakiith on point. Minor ding. Armor ate most of it. Oh boy. Oh my goodness, please. RNG, work with me here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I may have mentioned if things are a bit tougher on this run. You know what? That plus 10 block could really help Drakiith out. Yeah, let's go for it. Glorp. How are you holding up? You don't think about it, but we're all slime inside. Our skin is thinner than we think. And under that, a bunch of glorp. You almost sound like you're jealous of the Morthagi. Sure, we bleed. But we also heal. We're slimy, sweaty, squishy people. We're glorious singing meatbags. And we fight. And this time, we even won. Hear that? We won! We won! We won! We won! We won! Aw, that was nice of Drakiith to give Verlin a pep talk. Poor guy. Sommelier got an upgrade this time, which is rough, but still preferable to the Watchman becoming even deadlier. Alright, Verlin has to retreat to South Lizard to recover, so we'll have the rest of the party bide their time searching and securing tiles. That'll also give Drakiith time to heal up. Enemy upgrade. Discard the Spectic upgrade. Again, discarding enemy upgrades is cheap right now. Might as well take advantage of that. Knee pads of grace, plus dodge. Well, logically we could keep stacking on Valin, but he is actually really leveraging that stealth ability. I'm not sure he's been attacked at all, so those might actually be better off on Liliana. If we go leather armor on Liliana, Brawl Guard, she'll gain a big boost to dodge. Then we can skip the shield in her offhand and just go for a hurl axe. Or poison, maybe. Boost her offense. Verlin is still traveling. We're not going to attack another tile without him. Oh right, let's do up defenses. We need those. Oh wow, that was quick. Welcome back, Verlin. We'll have you start securing Ashen Pass. The rest of our guys will join him momentarily. By which I mean right now. And we should have those defenses up just in time to stop this first incursion. Yes. I think that's enough insulation. South Lizard can probably go without, for now. And there's our incursion. Oh, rank 5. That is stronger than I was expecting for a Chapter 1 incursion. Oh, and an opportunity, the blinking game. That is not a great one for us. Alright, well, I'm not a fan of that opportunity, but we will knock it out. We just really need to take care of this incursion first. Yeah, at rank 5, that thing could theoretically burn its way all the way through to South Lizard. I think we're going to have to stop this one manually. I did read that they rebalanced incursions again, among other things. So I am going to have to get used to the new difficulty curve on those. Okay, block the welding again. The rest are fine. Boo. Strength 10. Man, this is going to be a rough fight. Alright, heroes. Let's do this. The Morthagi have come. Their advance is methodical and oppressive. Stone explodes into splinters when they wish it gone. Their raking limbs shine, unmarred. How should the defenders respond? Heroes rise when the day is darkest. Charge into battle. Take the fight to them. The great cry they share, the strength of standing side by side, fills them with defiant courage. They charge. Godspeed, heroes. Haste and courage. That courage bonus only lasts 3 rounds, so we'll have to keep that in mind. 2 watchmen, 2 spectics, 2 sommeliers, plus potential reinforcements. We have 3 farmers on tap to help us. Looks like moderate armament, not too bad. And we have the volley of arrows ability. Sommelier is the more immediate threat. Let's go for it. Nice, nice. 1-hit kill. No way we can drop the other sommelier this turn. So let's set up for next turn. Arrows! Prep for the spectic. And hug cover. Move in for the kill. Also hugging cover. Is that the same spectic? Maybe. It's possible there are 2 out there, and 1 just moved out of sight. Being extra cautious with Verlin. Poor guy's got 4 hit points and no armor. Something at the south door. And that is the lone spectic out here. Regrouping south. We'll try to keep the farmers alive too. I think we get a bonus if all of them survive. Courage is down. Sommelier coming from the east. Door's still up. Let's crack it open. Ah, crud. I should have opened it with the spear guy. He's got reach. Okay, let's get the farmers on this one. Hey, not bad. Guess I shouldn't underestimate those guys. I mean, I guess technically we're not too far ahead of them. Our guys were farmers like an hour ago. Too risky to move Verlin up. We'll go for a blind instead. Nice, nice. I mean, I am still going to try to kill it, but that gives us some insurance in case we miss. Oh boy, here we go. Oh no. Oh no! Yeah, I don't like this. In fact, I hate this. This makes me very sad. Okay, let's go for this one first. That's the only one we can't just run away from. Okay, okay. And then Verlin moving in for the kill. Out of line of sight of the other one. Shoot, shoot, no. Dex cannot get close enough. Valen cannot get close enough. Liliana's definitely too far. We'll have to hope Drakiith can tank that first shot. If it goes for Mulligan, then he's dead. But I guess I can live with that. Oh, it went for Drifty. But he survived. However, it is now standing in LOS of the one to the west. We'll just poke that from range, I think. Archers! Okay, fine. Drakiith will do it. Oh my goodness. You are killing me. Good work, Drifty. Try not to die. And now this guy. Okay, okay. Decent start. Verlin up next. Oh shoot, no, we're already double interfused. Alright, Dex, move to block. Yes. Alright, we have bought ourselves a brief reprieve. And reprieve is over. Berlin, Splinter Blast. Let's drop the well, too. Oh, nice. More shred than usual. Liliana? Yeah, lead the charge. Not enough, not enough. Drakiith's too far, but we'll move her up. Drifty moves up behind. Okay. Mulligan goes for the kill. No joy. There we go. Yes. And I don't want to jinx it, but I think we're good. Come on, one up. There we go. Fire! Oh, wow. And that'll do it. Congrats, Liliana. Level 2. We've got Aid. Useful, but not really ideal for a frontline fighter. Stalwart, which I don't really care for. And Blood Rage, which I also don't really care for. I mean, Aid's a maybe. You know what? Let's just grab the upgrade on Sentinel. That'll interrupt enemy movement on Intercept. And that actually went pretty nicely. That was a potential nightmare scenario. But we actually pulled it off. No serious injuries either. Though, sadly, that also does seem to confirm that, actually, no, we got 2 legacy points from that. So maybe we did get a bonus for keeping all the farmers alive. Or maybe that's just the base reward for completing an incursion manually. I'll have to double check that. Anyway, we are past time. And we've only got 3 territories left, plus that bonus mission, so I feel like this is a pretty good place to call it. We'll hit the pause button for now. I'll do some off-screen bookkeeping. And we will pick up here next time, as we round out Chapter 1. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Wildermyth, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official websites. And if you'd like to help support the channel, maybe see more videos like this one, feel free to push the buttons that do the things, or maybe even check out the Patreon, or the new YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.